Alright, so picking up the camera here, it's February 19th, about 10:06 a.m. Entered the sneakers draw for these silver toe Air Jordan 1s. It doesn't look like I'll get them because it's 7 minutes past and still pending. Oh, there it is. Didn't get it. Glad I caught that. But it doesn't even matter because on Instagram last night I got hit up saying that I won a raffle. This is from Footzone, it's a sneaker shop based in the Bronx. They have a few other locations, one in New Jersey I know, but I won these for in-store pickup in the Bronx, so we're gonna have to make a trip over there. I guess while I'm talking about it, I also hit on a raffle from Atmos yet again, so if you guys check out one of my recent uploads, I hit on the Air Jordan 1 neutral grays from there. Got lucky on these Stussy Huaraches, which I actually really wanted and struck out on sneakers. So definitely gonna pick these up either on the way there or after Footzone, but man, what a crazy week. Not sure if the video went live on the Jordan restock that I caught on the 17th, so 2 days ago on Michael Jordan's birthday. Got a bunch of sneakers from Nike Sneakers and the Nike app on a restock. Also got hit with some snow. It still looks like it's coming down, so we'll see how the roads are on the way over there. But yeah, let's get geared up and we're gonna go out and get these things.
Oh, it's going left.
I'm going first. That's on.
If that Jimmy Jazz clip didn't make sense to you, I threw it in there because their Harlem location was the one where that video on Twitter and Instagram went viral. Basically, people were lined up for a first come first serve release for those 3 dunks that released last week, and it was madness. I figured it'd be funny to throw in there just because, you know, it's the same location. I hope you guys enjoyed the B-roll shots. I really like making videos like this one, so if you guys like them too, let me know by dropping a like, leaving a comment. So Crocs on feet. Obviously, we're back home now, and we have the items in our possession. So if you follow me on Instagram, you guys have probably already seen these things, and if you don't, you should do that. I'm sharing pickups way before these videos. So I moved into the studio so we could get a better look at these things, and starting with the pair of Jordan 1s, these things were a women's exclusive colorway, in a colorway of black, metallic silver, and white, which isn't listed there, but there's white on there. I got these in a US women's size 11, which translates to a men's 9.5, which is my true shoe size, and I advise you guys to go true to size if you don't own a pair of Jordan 1s. These had a retail price of $170 on their February 19th, 2021 release date. These have a 2-piece red box, which is different from the traditional black box that we've grown accustomed to with Jordan 1s. It seems these red boxes are more for their special releases. Although a special release, these come with a regular box paper, but have a few extras that we'll talk about in a bit. Finally, getting to the pair of sneakers now. These things have a metallic silver crinkled leather at the heel counter, the ankle collar, and at the toe. A mix of white and black leather can be found throughout the mid panels, the toe guard, the swoosh, etc. And it's really a nod to other classic black toe designs on the Jordan 1. You get your hit of the classic Nike Air branding at the top of the nylon tongue. Not sure if my camera work does it any justice, but the inner lining of the sneaker is in this satin feeling material. Inside the shoe as well is a basic black foam insole with more Nike Air branding. This insole doesn't contribute much to the comfort, as these are a lifestyle wear after all, as opposed to a performance pair of sneakers. So while they aren't uncomfortable, they aren't the most comfortable sneakers sneaker in my collection. As we've grown to love with the Air Jordan 1, you could find the classic Wings logo on the ankle, and then to close out is a white rubber midsole on top of a black rubber outsole in your traditional Jordan 1, or I guess Nike Dunk traction pattern as well. I laced my pair up in the standard black laces, and they also come with an extra set of silver laces that I'm not too crazy about. I also may swap in some white laces because I've seen people do it on Instagram and it looks pretty good. And speaking of extras too, these come with a Nike Air hang tag in a very similar makeup to the silver crinkled leather on here. I think the overall leather quality on this pair of Jordan 1s is pretty decent. There is a nice soft feel to the leather with a decent grain or finish to it, and just the overall look and feel of everything just feels much more luxe and plush than other Air Jordan 1s of recent times. These things remind me a lot of the Steel Reserve SB Dunks that I have in the collection. They have a very similar metallic leather, with the difference being obviously the Dunk versus Air Jordan 1 silhouette, as well as that one just being an all-over crazy metallic silver. Closer to home though, these definitely have some Air Jordan 1 shadow vibes to them. Obviously the difference there is that these are, one, a women's colorway, and two, have a more foil look at the silver versus the grays that is used on that Air Jordan 1 pair. And although this pair is a women's release, I don't think they're too feminine. Not to say that the leather isn't shiny, the silver parts are definitely shiny, but it's not as overdone as you'd think, especially seeing them in hand. I find it to be very similar to the lucky green pair of Air Jordan 1s that recently released. Both of them are definitely a unisex shoe and could be worn by either male or female. Overall, no complaints on these things. Glad to have them at retail because the resale prices are on the way up. So definitely a great add to my existing collection of Air Jordan 1s. So moving on to these Huaraches now, we could start with this old style box. Inside of it is a cool box paper, but nothing else other than the sneakers. So these are listed as the Nike Air Huarache LE, which I presume stands for limited edition, in a colorway of desert oak, reed, and light straw. These had a retail price of $120 on their February 19th release, which was the global release. They released a week before on Stussy's website and came out in an alternate colorway, which I believe was exclusive to Stussy. So the Air Huarache is a Nike archival model that originally debuted back in 1991 and was famously designed by Tinker Hatfield. This specific desert oak colorway was first seen in 2000 as an in-store exclusive for Stussy. It was the first collab between the two brands, and 21 years later, these things finally made a comeback. Throughout the uppers is a blend of materials. At the uppers is this cream and light olive textile material. Surrounding all of that is that brown desert oak nubuck, those overlays taking over the midfoot. There's a darker olive color at the rubber cage cupping at the heel, along with an elastic heel strap, which offers extra support and mobility. The insole is just a basic foam one with a Nike International logo at the heel. These come laced up with a cream set of laces, and at the top of the tongue where the laces end is your red Nike Air Huarache logo. So there isn't actually any Stussy logoing on here. It was just the colorway that was exclusive to the brand. And then to close out is this foam sole in that cream color. And encapsulated within this is a Nike Air cushioning. And here's the rubber outsole. Towards the forefoot over there, you could see a lot of Nike runners take on that similar traction pattern, more so the back. It seems like there's a bit less traction, but regardless, still very grippy. At least this neoprene or textile material is all one piece throughout the shoe. The Air Huarache is meant to have this sock-like or booty fit, very similar to the Nike Prestos and many other Nike runners of the era. With that snug fit in mind, I definitely recommend going up half size because these things fit pretty tightly. And in terms of having them in that half size up, I find them to be very comfortable for being a retro runner, and I would not mind having these on my feet all day. The outsole of these things make them look like they're super chunky and super bulky, but it's actually the opposite. By design, these things are meant to be lightweight runners, and you could thank Tinker Hatfield for that. So the overall quality on here is okay. The materials aren't anything crazy. These aren't meant to be a materials-focused sneaker, rather more of a heritage lifestyle retro runner. And you get the usual quality control issues like glue stains here and there. Otherwise, I think these are definitely well worth the $120 retail price. The overall colorway is clean, and that trend of earthy curry tones on sneakers has definitely been prevalent. This is my first pair of Air Huaraches as well, and for me, what better pair to get started with than this Stussy pair. If you want these things, I don't expect resale prices to be too bad on them. You probably get them around $200, which, if you think about it, isn't that far off from Jordan retros that you're probably buying these days. But really, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you guys think of both of these pickups in the comment section below. I know they both released on the same day and have 2 different looks, so I'd love to get your opinion on both of them. I've already begged for your like and a follow on Instagram already earlier in the video, so there's nothing really left for me to say here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.